Dang, we about to find out what made Nice do what he did in the very first episode. This is in. What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode of 2B Hero X, episode 23. If I'm not mistaken, next week should be the last episode. And I hate to see this series go, man. I've been enjoying this from start to finish. I feel like every hero has a story where it's just like, yo, damn, where you want to root for them, and then you get to another person's story that makes you want to root against them. And I wonder if the same thing is going to happen with this new hero we got introduced to called AU or Ahu. And I'm not gonna lie, beginning of the episode, I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but as we get further in the episode, I'm like, hey, yo, I kind of rock with him. I'm not gonna say he's my favorite, but I kind of rock with him, man. But pretty much, he was in a circus. They consider him to be like a clown dog, but you had it where the kids believed in him, and they believed in him so much that he started getting stronger for it. But then eventually, he gets frustrated and he bites a particular kid, which is hilarious as hell that he did that. And if you look at this episode, the art style is pretty different from anything we've gotten throughout the other 22 episodes. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what the art style remind me of. It's a series that comes, matter of fact, I think it comes on Nickelodeon, or it might be Netflix, where I think it's called Scissors or something like that. And it's a guy where he has a sword that can break apart a kid, a teenager. That's the art style reminds me of that. But don't get me wrong, that series, from what I've seen in clips, that shit get gritty. But that's what the art style of this remind me of. But you have it where this girl, picks him up, adopts him. And she's trying to tell him that he's going to be a hero, he's going to be the savior of her little community. And then we have it where X is here, which is crazy because I was looking at the guy, I'm like, I wonder if that's X. And it's crazy how X seems to be in the background of every hero's story. It almost makes you wonder if he has the ability to see the future, and he's going around and putting the right pieces into the proper puzzle. I'm very curious about that, but it's just, I think it's really odd that he pops up in damn near every scenario, and he might have popped up in some of the earlier episodes before I even realized it was X. I'm guessing that's the thing. But you have it where this girl is kind of promote Ahu as the hero, the savior of this community, and you got it where she's cheering, and she's just happy to be around him. And then eventually he gets to the point where he starts to care for her. And you have it where he even beat up some thugs and stuff like that. But you have it where a hero shows up, takes the documents of people from the community by using a hero to their advantage, which happens to be Nice. It's crazy to see that Nice is involved with so many bad schemes. It really make you look at him like, yo, he's not a hero. Out of every hero we've been introduced to, I feel like he's the furthest from being a hero, just with how many moments he's been doing bad things. And I know that's hard to say because in the previous episode he did the right thing, trying to stand up for Smile when he faced off against Dragon Boy. But other than that, I just feel like everything he's doing is so dirty and so shady. But we have it where we got this individual right here who's made out of fear. He can multiply himself, and he has the documents, and you have it where the girl as well as Ahu trying to get away with the documents. You even have it where the animation kind of changes right here where he faces off against all of these, I guess, fear henchmen, bodyguards or whatever. And it was a pretty amazing moment. But then you have it where he's being pushed to his limit. He's getting beaten up trying to escape with the documents because the girl tells him to flee with him. And you have it where he's concerned about the girl as well. I mean, as you can see, it's just a lot of amazing moments in this episode, especially towards the end. Like I said at the beginning, the episode was kind of, But then as the episode went further into it, I was like, yo, I'm kind of rocking with this. I really mess with this series. And then you have it where your boy X actually gets involved. He starts helping her, or helping the dog out, by placing some of the enemies into objects. Like I said, X's ability is broken, yo. It's really broken. But you have it where he helps out in this battle. The dog Ahu is trying to get X to help, and then next thing you know, X ends up facing off against these henchmen. And it seems as if he's able to use his ability at such a high speed that is insane. Like, it's insane how fast he is. You had it where this dog was just looking, and within a second, next thing you know, they're inside like the wall fighting. Like, it's like he could go through dimensions. I wanna like, I don't want to spoil myself, but at the same time, I want to actually go look up what this guy true powers is, because I feel like with all the stuff I've been seeing online, like, there is a breakdown on what his abilities is, and I'm just really curious to see it, man. But you have it where he's facing off against these people in the wall. He's facing off against these people, and you have it where this dog is thinking like, yo, I've seen magic. I thought I've seen magic, but what this guy is doing right here, facing off against these guys, this is real magic. And he's just so impressed with what X is able to do, what X is doing on this battlefield. And he's like, yo, you know, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Give me a second. Bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can find X battle going on with these guys, so you can see what's actually going down. Because you have it where this guy is actually in the wall, facing off against these opponents, doing all types of stuff right here. Like, you can see him dodging all their moves, and even though they're in a different dimension, it seems as if he still has that speed, which makes him a very fearsome foe. But you have it where X takes care of those guys. Next thing you know, you have it where the final, I guess, fear monster shows up to face off against the dog, as well as Nice showing up too. And you have it where this dog doesn't give up. He just constantly keeps trying to protect this little girl, as well as get the documents. But eventually you get to the point where, you know, the girl saves him from getting hit by an axe. And in that moment, you know, he realized that this girl truly cared for him from the very beginning. She always believed that he was a hero, that he could be a hero. And with all that, all he needed was that 1 point to go up. The 1 point from her believing in him made him become a hero. And he was able to grab that axe and launch it back at this fear monster, and actually take the head off of him. This scene was pretty damn clean, if you ask me. But he manages to take the head off, and at the same time, some of the fear ooze kind of falls on your boy Nice, and Nice starts panicking. He starts going crazy because he doesn't want to be turned into a monster. He's seen what it was capable of doing in the previous episodes when your boy Smile got hit by it. And because of that, you have it where Nice takes off, he flies away, and then everyone starts looking at your boy Ahu as a hero. And, you know, they asked him if he did all this on his own. He had a moment where he could have said, you know, X helped him, but he chose not to. And you have it where, because of everyone believing in him as a hero, he gets the ability to talk. So he waits in the hospital for old girl to wake up. And once she wakes up, you know, he tells her like, yo, we were able to save the community thanks to, you know, thanks to everyone believing in me, thanks to you believing in me. And then you have the episode pretty much ending where it's one of those scenes where the actual credits is part of the episode. You have Nice talking, saying like, yo, I got some fear on me, I need you to get the fear off me. But the organization that he works for pretty much is saying like, yo, you know, you've lost your spot, there's no way you can get in the top 10. That dog just got in top 10. He's actually in 8th place. And you have it where Nice pretty much goes to the scene with him about to commit suicide, which is crazy to think, man, that we see this moment right here where Nice is about to jump off the building because he feels like his life is over. But it's a crazy episode. But let me know your thoughts on this one down below. If you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one, the final episode. Peace.